Earlier tonight, a great crowd gathering and cheering on this Gator Gymnastics team as they are welcomed to the floor. And hey, ever since they won that SEC championship, some great crowds have been gathering, Lori.
Yeah, Florida has seen a substantial increase in their attendance at these events, and that's a fantastic reward for these hardworking athletes.
LSU up first on the bars. Let's take a look at their lineup. They are coming off a season high last week against Auburn and West Virginia on this apparatus.
And this is where attention to details like the handstands and landings will really boost their score. Summer Hubbard attacks this event, and we'll look for a big score from their top bar worker, Ashleigh Clare-Kearney.
The sophomore from St. Petersburg up first for LSU.
She was out with a back injury in her first 4 meets. Didi told me they're still working on her consistency, which she's on. This is her event. Great job, giant full to a ginger. Giant full and a half, a daring combination to straddle, or actually a straight back to handstand. Working hard to try and hit those vertical positions in the handstands, and the dismount double layout finds the landing. Excellent job.
A great start here for LSU and Summer Hubbard.
Here's a giant full to ginger combination. You want to finish that twisting element near vertical into the release element.
And a nice start, 9.875 for Summer Hubbard. Rhonda Fain's team is the #1 vault team in the entire country. In years, it's been the Gators' weakest event, but now it's turned into one of the strongest for them.
Well, they have some great technique and explosiveness on this event, and some of the toughest, but also the riskiest vaults in the country.
Melanie Sinclair up first for the Gators on the vault. They're working hard to keep her at 100% by the end of the year.
I've competed a few meets of all around and then rested a few meets, and I think we're doing it a lot smarter this year with knowing when to put me in everything and when not to prepare me for the end of season. And so we've been doing like a great job with that thus far.
Melanie tore her ACL and had to redshirt her freshman year, and it's so great to see her back at full speed. She brings so much, not only to this team, but to the sport as well.
This only the 7th vault of her collegiate career.
Yurchenko layout full, well done. And again, you can see her landing on that large 8-inch mat. They are doing everything they can to keep her healthy and to support those legs and avoid injury, again, to the knee. Excellent straight body right to the end. No pike in the hips before the landing.
And for the second time in a span of 6 days, she's raised her career best 9.950. And back to the bars, and Susan Jackson, a first-team All-American a year ago, but that was on floor.
Now, right now, LSU's on track. They have 3 scores over a 9-8. Giant half to Nick Strick-Yeager. There's Philip Ogletree, the bar coach, standing in on her shoot to handstand. A little short on that last handstand. Looking for those good details, and oh, finds the stuck landing. Great job, another good routine for LSU. The dismount is very difficult. It's a half in, half out. She knows exactly where she is and finds the landing, so there's no deduction there.
Ah, what a score, 9.90 for Susan Jackson. The crowd inside the O'Connell Center is seeing good gymnastics. When we come back, we'll see one of the best in the country, Ashleigh Clare-Kearney, as rotation 1 continues. Continue in rotation 1 with Tiffany Murry. She missed much of last season as she recovered from 3 surgeries.
She's known for her power, which is key on this event and floor exercise, where she is excellent on. Another Yurchenko layout full. It's great distance on that vault. And of course, can't miss that stuck landing. This vault should score very high. Yurchenko vault means you do a round off onto the board. There's a blind reach back onto the vaulting table. And then she does a layout with a full twist.
And the Gators showing why they're the #1 vault team in the country. Tiffany Murry and back to the bars, and this is one of the top all-arounders in the entire country, Ashleigh Clare-Kearney.
She's currently ranked #3 in all-around in the country, and that's no surprise. Last year, she was actually at the top of the list at points in the season. Gorgeous giant full to a sky-high Tkachev. Straddle back to handstand, toe on, back up to the high bar. Nice combination work. Just the dismount, looking for a stuck landing here. Back in full out, just a tiny step on the landing, about a half a tenth deduction there. Excellent routine. Dee Bro told me Ashleigh's been working very hard on her conditioning, and she's fit now, and it shows in her gymnastics. There's a look at that sky-high Takachev. As a junior, she is a tremendous leader on this team.
And a nice score there for Ashleigh Clare-Kearney, 9.875. And look at LSU, very strong on the bars, a 49.3 overall.
4 routines posted career or season highs today. Talk about rising to the occasion. The overall score is a new season best for LSU.
Now Ashleigh Reid up for the 4th consecutive meet. She will anchor the UF vault lineup.
This is one of those risky vaults I talked about. The big difficulty, she adds an extra half twist to the full twist we've been seeing. So she does a Yurchenko 1.5. Huge distance on that vault. But of course, there will be at least a 10th deduction for the hop on the landing. This is a more difficult vault to actually stick outright because of the blind landing, because it's an uneven amount of twist. It's 1.5. The feet come to the mat before actually getting a visual sight of the mat.
9.825 the score for Ashleigh Reid, and the Gators, the #1 vault team in the country, of 49.35.
And just enough to put them slightly ahead of LSU. The loss of a couple tenths on landings hurt vaulters like Amanda and Ashleigh's score. It's interesting, Florida could be even better when they stick those vaults.
We've completed 1 rotation in Gainesville. We got a tight contest between the Tigers and the Gators.